And we're going to head into the village of Draynor. Now, Draynor was one of the first places to be added to the game, I think 3 weeks after it launched, not even that. Draynor and Al-Kharid added together. Now, we've not been to either one of them. I won't be picking up any new quests now because we've got a decent amount to get on with. Imp Catcher and Rune Mysteries. But we do want to explore the town because we'll be coming back here to do some skilling, or at least I will be in my own time. Again, we're going to avoid those level 26 jail guards. Would not be good for us to run into them. I think they were off there. Black Knight there, level 33. A Dark-Hearted Knight. There's another jail guard. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's keep our distance. We'll walk this side of their fence. And head into town. Here we are. It's Draynor, and look at that guy. He's wearing, what's it called? Frog mask. I genuinely think I was one of the first people to get that random event when it was added. Oh, there he goes. Because, like, I can remember, well, when I got it, nobody else, I'd certainly never seen it before, and a lot of people were asking me what the hell it was. And of course I lied because I was a kid and I told them it was a herblore mask. Anyway, let's go into the bank here. I'm going to put my package in there because I don't really need it at the moment. Well, we're going to continue to explore Draynor. Now, this is a useful place for mid-level skilling because, well, we don't want to fight these dark wizards here. Oh, we don't have a choice. We're going to keep our distance from him. That would be disastrous to get into that fight. Miss Schism. He's attacking some other level 3 over there. Let's head around this way. This guy, what's in here? He's got like a rope symbol on the map. Talk to Ned. Why, hello there, lad. My friends call me Ned. I was a man of the sea, but it's past me now. Could I be making or selling you some rope? Yes, I would like some rope. Well, I can sell you some rope for 15 coins, or I can be making you some if you get me 4 balls of wool. I strand them together, it does. Makes them strong. You make rope from wool? Of course you can. I thought you needed hemp or jute. Do you want some rope or not? There's a little more than I want to pay. Well, if you ever need some rope, that's the price. Sorry, an old sailor needs money for a little drop of rum. Okay, well, we'll need to remember that if we find ourselves needing rope later on. For the time being, let's continue to explore this place. Now, this has changed here. I don't know what this is now, but probably a members thing. Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, okay, we will speak to him. I do remember a wise old man being in this town. We've got cheese and a tomato here. We'll grab that. We can use these things. And we'll talk to Aggie here. What can I help you with? What could you make for me? I mostly just make what I find pretty. I sometimes make dye for the women's clothes to brighten the place up. I can make red, yellow and blue dyes. If you'd like some, just bring me the appropriate ingredients. What do I need to make red? 3 lots of red berries and 5 coins. I don't think I have any ingredients. I can do that dye at that price. Where can I get red berries? I pick mine from the woods south of Arak. The food shop in Port Saran sometimes has some as well. What other colours can you make? Red, yellow and blue. What do I need to make yellow? Yellow is a strange colour to get. It comes from onion skins. I need 2 onions and 5 coins. Where can I get onions? There are some onions growing on a farm to the east of here, next to the sheep field. What other colours can you make? Last one here. Blue. 2 woad leaves and 5 coins. Where can I get woad leaves? Woad leaves are fairly hard to find. My other customers tell me the chief gardener in Falador grows them. Thanks. Let's grab some more tomato and cheese. We'll need that later. What's in this area? It's just logs and that. I'm done in this little cul-de-sac here. I don't want to start any other quests. I want to see if I can... Who's this? Leela. Not a quest. Hey, there's Miss Chisholm here. Let's have a chat with her. Oh, my dear, have you heard the news? Okay, tell me about the news. It's absolutely, absolutely terrible. Those poor people. And who would have ever thought such a sweet old gentleman would do such a thing? I really don't know what you're talking about. Oh, my dear, have you not heard? At this rate, I don't think I want to know. Oh, you must quickly go and speak to the bank guard outside the bank. He'd tell you all about it. Oh, such a shock it was. Okay. Bank guard. This is going to give me a quest here. Let's speak to this guy. Yes? That wall doesn't look very good. Oh yeah, I see. No, it doesn't. Are you going to tell me what happened? I could do. I could tell you... okay, go on. Someone smashed the wall when they were robbing the bank. Someone's robbed the bank? Yes. But was anyone hurt? Did they get anything valuable? Yes, but we were able to get more stuff and mend the wall easily enough. The bank has already replaced all the stolen items that belong to customers. Okay, good, but the bank staff got hurt? Yes, but the new ones are just as good. You're not very nice, are you? No one's expecting me to be nice. Anyway, so someone robbed the bank? Yes. Do you know who did it? We are fairly sure we know who the robber was. The security recording was damaged in the attack. How have they got a security recording in medieval whatever this is? Eleanor. But it still shows his face clearly enough. You've got a security recording? Exactly, my question. Yes, our insurers insisted that we install a magical scrying orb. Oh, really? Can I see the recording? I suppose so. It's quite long. That's okay, show me the recording. Alright, the bank's magical playback device will feed the recorded images into your mind. Just shut your eyes. You can close your eyes and watch the recording. What is this? I have no memory of this. Hey, get your hands off there. Buy 2k nets. Abyssal whip. Oh, Jesus. Could everyone please not move? Hey, you can't come in here. Uh-oh. Jesus, this guy's a... I do wish you'd just stop it. Help, help. Hacks. My sincerest regret, old lady. And also you, sir. Oh, party hat on the ground. How do you do that? Now, my dear. Yeek. Just give me the money, please. Old man, you're in for the cage. Oh, am I? Jesus, this guy's no joke. End of recording. Interesting. Who's this guy over here with the blue party hat? Who is this guy? Let's move in. Talk to wise old man. Greetings, Vanderblank. So you're a wise old man, huh? Less of the old man, if you please. But yes, I suppose you could say that. I prefer to think of myself as a sage. So what's a sage doing here? I've spent most of my life studying this world in which we live. I've strode through the depths of the deadliest dungeons, roamed the murky jungles of Karamja, meditated on the glories of Saradomin on Entrana, and read dusty tomes in the library of Radek. Now, I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm settling here where it's peaceful. It's a pity about the vampire that keeps attacking the village. At least Saradomin protects me. It's quite an exciting life you've had. Exciting? Yes, I suppose so. Now I'm here, perhaps I could offer you the benefit of my experience and wisdom. Thanks, how can you help me? Well, I imagine you've gathered up quite a lot of stuff on your travels. Things you used for quests so long ago that you don't need now. If you like, I can look through your bank and see if there's anything you can chuck away. Alternatively, you can bring items here and show them to me. If I see that it's something you don't need, I'll let you know. I might even be willing to buy it. So you'll help me clear the junk out of my bank? Yes, that's right, or I'd be happy to chat with you about the wonders of this world. Can I have some free stuff, please? Great question to ask always. Deary me. I am not giving out free money, but if you try again later, I'd be glad to reward you if you'd like to do a little job for me. Okay, that's a member's quest. Is there anything I can do for you? Thanks, but I don't have anything. Okay, right, yep. Could you check my items for junk, please? Well, nothing. The wise old man's recycling center. Or otherwise he's just going to take it. There's a map on it behind him there. I'd just like to ask you something. Please do. Distant lands. The wilderness. Can you tell me about the wilderness, please? If Entrana is a land dedicated to the glory of Saurdamin, the wilderness is surely the land of Zamorak. It's a dangerous place where adventurers such as yourself may attack each other, using all their combat skills in a struggle for survival. The wilderness has different levels. In a low-level area, you can only fight adventurers whose combat level is close to yours. But if you venture into the high-level areas in the far north, you can be attacked by adventurers who are significantly stronger than you. Of course, you'd be able to attack considerably weaker people too, so it can be worth the risk. If you dare to go that far northwest to the wilderness, there's a building called the Mage Arena where you can learn to summon the power of Saurdamin himself. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Yeah, why not? Let's go through all of this. Distant lands. Misty jungles. If it's jungle you want, look no further than the southern regions of Karamja. Once you go south of Brimhaven, the whole island is pretty much covered in exotic trees, creepers, and shrubs. There's a small settlement called Taibo Wanai, a village in the middle of the island. It's a funny place. The chieftain's an unfriendly chap and his sons are barking mad. Honestly, one of them asked me to stuff a dead monkey with seaweed so he could eat it. Further south you'll find Shiloh Village. It's been under attack by terrifying zombies in recent months, if my sources are correct. The jungle's filled with nasty creatures. There are vicious spiders that you can hardly see before they try to bite your legs off, and great big jungle ogres. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Yeah, okay. Your hat, I saw that. Underground domains. Oh, the Dwarven Realms? Yes, there was a time back in the 4th Age when we humans wouldn't have been able to venture underground. That was before we had magic. The dwarves were quite a threat. Still, it's much more friendly now. You can visit the vast Dwarven Mine if you like. The entrance is on the mountain north of Falador. If you go further west, you may be able to visit the Dwarven city of Keldagrim, but they were a bit cautious about letting humans in last time I asked. On the other hand, if you go west of Brimhaven, you'll find a huge underground labyrinth full of giants, demons, dogs, and dragons to fight. It's even bigger than the caves under Taverley, although the Taverley dungeon is pretty good for training your combat skills. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Mystic Realms. What Mystic Realms can I... The fabled lost city of Zenaris has an entrance somewhere near here. Perhaps one day you'll go there. Also in my research I came across ancient references to some kind of abyss. Demons from the abyss have already escaped into this land. Saurdamin be thanked that they are very rare. Let's ask him now about strange beasts. Biggest and baddest. What's the biggest monster in the world? There's a mighty fire-breathing dragon living underground in the deep wilderness, known as the King Black Dragon. It's a fearsome beast with a breath that can poison you, freeze you to the ground, or incinerate you where you stand. But even more deadly is the Queen of the Calphites. As if her giant mandibles of death were not enough, she also throws her spines at her foes with deadly force. She can even cast rudimentary spells. I remember her being the toughest opponent in the game back when I played over a decade ago. Some dark power must be protecting her, for she can block attack using prayers, just as humans do. Another beast that's worthy of special mention is the Shakahan. It dwells in the eastern reaches of Karamja and is almost impossible to kill except with specially prepared weapons. Let's keep asking him more. How does he know this? Poison and how to survive it. What does poison do? Many monsters use poison against their foes. If you get poisoned, you will not feel it at the time, but later you will begin to suffer its effects and your life will drain slowly from you. Over time the effects dwindle to nothing, but if you had already been wounded, you might die before they wear off completely. Fortunately, followers of Guthics have devised potions that can cure the poison or even give immunity to it. Should you wish to use poison against your own enemies and those of our Lord Saurdamin, there is a potion that you can smear on your daggers, arrows, spears, javelins, and throwing knives. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Wealth through slaughter. What monsters drop good items? As a general rule, tougher monsters drop more valuable items, but even a lowly hobgoblin can drop valuable gems. It just does this extremely rarely. If you can persuade the Slayer Masters to train you as a Slayer, you will be able to fight certain monsters that drop valuable items far more often. You might care to invest in an enchanted Dragonstone ring. These are said to make monsters drop its most valuable items a little more often. This is all member stuff he's talking about. What's the last thing here? Random events. What are these strange monsters that keep appearing out of nowhere and attacking me when I'm training? Oh, I imagine you see a lot of those. I thought they removed these from the game. But creatures such as the Rock Golem, River Troll, and Tree Spirit dwell in places where adventurers frequently go to train their skills. While you're training, you will often be disturbed one by accident. It will then get angry and attack you. The safest way to deal with them is to run away immediately, but they sometimes drop valuable items if you kill them. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I thought they removed those from the game. Because they would be like way higher than your level, and most of the time when you're skilling, you're not wearing all your armor and stuff, so you're kind of screwed if one pops up. Days gone by. Heroic figures. Tell me about valiant heroes. Haha, there's plenty of heroes. Always have been, always will be, until the fall of the world. If you do a few more quests, you'd soon become a fairly noted adventurer yourself, but I suppose I could tell you of a couple. Yes, there was a man called Arif. No one knew where he came from, but he was a fearsome fighter, a skillful hunter, and a remarkable farmer. He lived in the ancient settlement of Avaroka, defending it from goblins, until he went forth in search of some strange artifact long desired by the dreaded Majorat. Perhaps one day I shall be able to tell you what became of him. But do not let your head be turned by heroics. Randas was another great man, but he let himself be beguiled into turning to serve Zamorak, and they say he is now a mindless creature deep in the underground pass that leads to Isafdar. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? The origin of magic. That was quite a discovery. It revolutionized our way of life and jolted us into the fifth age of this world. They say a traveller in the north discovered the key, although no records state exactly what he found. From this, he was able to summon the magic of the four elements, using magic as a tool and a weapon. He and his followers learnt how to bind the power into little stones so that others could use it. In the land south of here, they constructed an immense tower where the power could be studied, but followers of Zamorak destroyed it with fire many years ago, and most of the knowledge was lost. To this day, no one has fully understood how runestones could be crafted. Perhaps one day the secret will be uncovered. Is there anything else? Yep. This guy's got a lot to say here. Settlements. I suppose you know about the history of today's cities. Yes, there are fairly good records of the formation of the cities from primitive settlements. In the early part of the Fourth Age, of course, there were no permanent settlements. Tribes wandered the lands, staying where they could until the resources were exhausted. This changed as people learnt to grow crops and breed animals, and now there are very few of the old nomadic tribes. There's at least one tribe roaming between the Troll Stronghold and Relaka, though. One settlement was Avaroka, a popular trading centre. Avaroka West Bank. In the west, I don't know how to say this, Ardone, gradually formed under the leadership of the Carnelian family, despite the threat of the Majorat warlord Haziel, who dwelt in that area until his downfall. The wise old man of Draynor village. Tell me about yourself, old man. So you want to know about me, yeah? What could I say about myself? Let's see what I've done. I've delved into the dungeons west of Brimhaven and heard the terrifying crash of the steel dragons battling each other for territory. I spent some years on Antrana where I learnt the techniques of pure meditation. I've wandered through the vast desert that lies south of Al-Kharid and seen the great walls of Menethos and Sophonem. Apart from all that, I've spent many a happy hour in dusty libraries searching through ancient scrolls and texts for wisdom of those who have passed on, plus plenty of other adventurers, quests, journeys. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Let's see, we're coming to the end here. Gods and demons. 3 gods. I heard Gielinor has 3 gods. Indeed, that is correct. Saradomin, Guthix, and Zamorak. Saradomin, the great and glorious, gives life to this world. Zamorak craves only death and destruction. Guthix, calling himself a god of balance, holds no allegiance, but simply aids whatever cause suits its shifting purpose. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? The War of the Gods. I want to know about the Wars of the Gods. That was a terrible time. The armies of Saradomin fought gloriously against the minions of Zamorak, but many brave warriors and noble cities were overthrown and destroyed utterly. How did it all end? Before the Zamarakian forces could be utterly routed, Lord Saradomin took pity on them and the battle-scarred world and allowed a truce. Truce even. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? The Majorat. What are the Majorat? Okay, apparently plural. Very little is written about the tribe of the Majorat. They are believed to be from the realm of Frenesque, or Fenescre. The spelling in this tongue is only approximate. One of them, the Foul Zamorak, has achieved godhood, although none know how this came about. Other Majorat who are particularly active upon this plane are Haziel, Lucian, Azanadra, and Zemorogal. Is there anything else? I think I have one thing. Wielding the power of the gods. Can I wield the power of Saradomin himself? If you travel to the mage arena in the northwest reaches the wilderness, the battle mage Collodion may be willing to let you learn this to summon the power of Saradomin, should you be able to pass his test. Is there anything else? One last thing to ask about, then we are done here. Your hat. I want to ask about your hat. Why, thank you. I rather like it myself. You stole it off that woman in the bank. You stole all his valuable stuff too. Stole it? How could you possibly think I did such a thing? I saw you robbing the bank. You killed all those people. Dear me, Vanderplank, your imagination is running wild. What could make you think you saw me do that? I've seen a security recording that shows you robbing the bank. The bank guard showed it to me. You've seen the bank security recording? Oh well, at least you'll never be able to tell the bank about me. They'll never listen. So you're going to get away with it? That's my plan, yes. But it's wrong. Wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I spent my whole life travelling the world, doing quests for people, saving lives, saving villages from terrifying monsters and all that sort of thing. Now I'm old, and where do I have to live? In this freezing old house next to a pigsty with a bunch of yobs outside who can't keep their hands off the market stalls. What sort of reward is that? So don't tell me about right and wrong. Maybe someone should talk to you about right and wrong. Bah. Now you've got the hat off your chest, would you like to ask me about something else? How can I get a hat like that? You could buy one off another player, or wait until they're next made available by the council. Can I buy your hat? Oh no, I don't intend to part with this. Would you like to ask me about something else? You should give it back, you know. No, I think I'll keep it. But, now you've got that off your chest, would you like to ask something else? Thanks. Maybe some other time. As you wish. Farewell, Vanderplank. Okay, we're almost done in Draynor here. Can I help you at all? Yes, what are you selling? A jug of wine. Well, lots of jugs, apparently. It's a wine shop. What about Diango here? He sells, like, toys and stuff. Howdy there, partner. Want to see my spinning plates? Or do you want a holiday item back? Spinning plates? That's right, there's a funny story behind them. Their shipment was held up by thieves. The crate was marked dragon plates. Apparently they thought it was some kind of armor, when really it was just a plate with a dragon on it. Blimey, what's all this stuff here? Toy horses, I remember these, but I had no idea what they were for at the time. And like, there's a hell of a lot of stuff here. It's all toys, but I don't know. I'd like to check the holiday items, please. Well, it looks as if you already have everything. Okay, alright. What else are you selling? Okay, well, we've seen this already. Town Crier, what have you got to say for yourself? Hear ye, hear ye. Player moderators massive... okay, we've already heard everything there is from Town Criers and Varrock. So we're done here. Build inconspicuous hole. That's a rather interesting comment. Let's move into the bank here. Drop off our stuff. And then we are done in Draynor, I think. I'm going to spend... where am I going to go from here? I think I've got to go up to Varrock. So, quickest way there is by opening our spell book, heading back to Lumridge, and then heading north from there.